Shopify. I'm on the admin.shopify.com and we're going to go to create store. I'm going to use my email address, and then it's going to take us to creating your account. There's really no way to skip this. It's basically setting everything up, building your store. When you open that new store, it's going to look something like this. If you are new to Shopify, I would suggest going through those starter questions. And then when you sign up for Shopify, you can get your first 3 months for only $1 each. So you're paying $3 for your first 3 months of Shopify. That gives you plenty of time to set up your website, market your products, and start selling. I promise you, within 90 days of setting up a website, marketing it, having good niche related products, you're gonna make at least one sale. Okay, so when you're in Shopify, we're just gonna leave this for now. We're gonna go to Printify, but first we want to go up here. This is going to show where all of our shops are, our stores. But because we're doing a new one, we're going to add a new store. And then we want to select Shopify as our sales channel. Now we need to connect to Shopify. So you're going to add your store URL to connect with Printify. And you will find your store URL. Go to settings. And then when that pops up, you're going to go to domains. And that is the code for your store. So it's going to be numbers and letters.myshopify.com. This name right here to connect your Printify account to your Shopify website. So I literally just copied and pasted that URL from my shop into Printify. That's all you have to do, and it will connect automatically. This is called integrating your shops. You are connecting them together. And now, since we are already logged into Shopify, this is going to pop up as an install prompt. And as long as everything looks okay, you can check through here, all this, la-di-da. And then you're going to select install app. Okay, you're going to log in. And now if you go to apps on Shopify, you can log into Printify right through Shopify. So you don't have to log into Printify as well as Shopify. You can do it all on your Shopify account, and it will show up directly under products. So I don't have any products yet. I literally just opened this. So let's go create a product really fast, and then I'm going to show you how you can customize the look and appearance and colors and fonts of your actual website store. But once this is done publishing, it's going to show up on my Shopify products. Okay, you added a product. Now let's go to online store and get this website looking fresh. Right now, Dawn is the current theme. I like the Dawn website theme for Shopify. I would definitely recommend using a free theme. Sometimes with Shopify, using a paid theme, you just kind of run into a lot of issues. One, it's super expensive, and two, sometimes support doesn't help you as well as you think they would. I would stick to a free Shopify website theme. Using graphics and arranging things the way you want, you can really customize it as well as you can for a free theme. Go to part 2. Let's get designing. This is the theme that we currently have. I'm not going to change it. I prefer Dawn. There's a lot of stuff that you can customize on here. So we're going to select Customize. This is basically going to take us into our like toolbox that we're going to use to edit the way our website looks. So right now, this stuff on the side is how you're going to edit this stuff in the middle, and this stuff in the middle is what your website is actually going to look like. So all of these little sections up here you can customize, and these are called blocks. So you're essentially building a website on blocks. This is a block called the footer. If you go up to this one right here, this is a block called featured collection. On top of that block right here is this big one, and this is an image banner. And then on top of that block, you have the header and then the announcement bar. Now all of those blocks are over here to the left, and you are able to select them and then edit them one by one. Let's look at how the scheme is, and then just a few like little things of what each of these buttons do. So the scheme, right now it's on scheme 1, and these are color schemes. You can change these to literally any color hex code that you would like, so they match the aesthetic and the overall look of your shop. These are the default schemes for the Dawn website template. If you wanted to edit these colors, you would have to do so in theme settings and then select the drop down that says colors. Here you can select each one of these color schemes and you can change them how you would like. So let's look at this top announcement bar block for our example, and I'm just going to show you, if you play around with the different colors, where they're going to appear. So if I select the background as this dark red color, it's literally going to show up on the background of my whole website. If that's the vibe you're going for, go for it. For this type of website, I'm thinking kind of more like pastel. So I think if anything, I'm just going to keep it white, if not close to a white color. I'm really loving this light pink. I think it's super cute, but I like black and white and pink. I think that is a good scheme for me. But I am going to go back here. I'm going to save this color hex code, copy that so I can add it to my other schemes as well. Scheme 5, again, I'm going to put in my color hex code right here and then select enter. So that just changes on this. And I'm going to also do it on this. Okay. I don't have to add all of these. I can keep them the way they are. If I'm only going to use one color scheme throughout my whole shop, then I'm only going to be editing one color scheme. I'm also going to do, I want to edit what the font looks like. Right now, if you go down to theme settings and then typography, you can change the font that is displayed on your website. So you're going to go to change, and there are a bunch of fonts that you can select from. I like this Arvo. I'm going to press select. And then for the rest of my store, I want something that's going to go well with that. So I'm thinking something like this. Or literally just the same font. I think I'm going to stick with Cormorant and select that. Okay. I'm not going to edit or adjust anything else on my theme settings. If I had a logo, this is where I would put my logo. I don't have one right now, but I will select one just so you can see what it would look like and where it would appear. I don't really have anything, so I'm just going to use one of these designs. Oh, it failed. Boo. Okay, I'll just use a mug. So this is my logo, for example, and that's where it's going to show up. So right on the side, you can either have it large, medium, small header. That's going to change all this. Oh, why is that editing this? Okay, just kidding. Okay, so you can adjust the logo as well as the desktop position. You can do a lot of different things. You can either have a drawer menu where your different categories pop up in the drawer and then they pop down. I like that. Drawer is optimized for mobile, so if you are thinking that you're going to have more of your audience come and view your website on a mobile display, then I would kind of go and design it for more mobile based. If you wanted to design solely for what your mobile store looks like, you're going to head up here. Right now we're designing for what our desktop website is going to look like. If you go over to the next button, it is for your mobile website. If you literally want to just design on this template, you can. You can go also back to desktop and then you can do full screen so you see where everything is looking like. But for now, I'm going to edit on our desktop. So that we've changed the logo position and we've changed our drop down menu style. We changed the scheme colors as well as the font for our announcement bar. Now I'm going to show you how to actually change the text. So if you click on a block and it has this little drop down arrow, you can see, okay, this is where you're going to edit the text. So I'm going to put free shipping free shipping on orders, free shipping when you spend $50 or more. If you had a link or a search, you could link it, and then this little button up here would be clickable. Like that could take you to your new products or maybe your sale, like whatever your announcement bar is. If you have a specific page for it that you create, you can link it directly right here. So when a customer clicks on this, it's going to take them directly to that. I'm not doing that, so I'm just going to leave it blank. The announcement bar is done, so now we're going to go to our header, which is this section. We kind of already adjusted this a little bit. We added the logo as well as created a drawer menu for our header. Next, I'm going to go down to the image banner, which is this block right here. So right now, the image that appears is this huge scene of this couple on a lake. It's ginormous. It's also set to large and it has an opacity over it. So that's why it appears so dark. You can change this and it's going to make the image appear more bright. And if you darken it, it's going to make your image super dark. So right now I'm going to take that away. I'm going to have it adapt to the first image, and that's what that is going to look like. I don't know why that's doing that. image banner. It still seems really dark. Maybe because it has this. I like that with the white. I'll do with this. Oh, actually, maybe this one. Okay, why is that still looking like it has... Is that just dark like that? I don't know, I can't tell. Okay, let's select an image. We're gonna add an image. I'm just gonna use this for example. And that's what that is gonna look like. Because I selected adapt to first image, it's going to set this as the size. I don't know what this thing is over here. I'm gonna save this and then refresh my page to try and get rid of this dark thing. Oh, there, now it's gone. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So we have our announcement bar, our header, and our image banner. This could be your, like, a banner image. I would say it's going to be like some sort of either product photo or maybe like a shop photo and then like some text over it. It can be like your tagline, your motto, something that does not look like this. But yes, that's how you can customize your image banner. And then here's where we're going to customize the text. Could say shop tumblers, and right now it's small. It could be medium or it could be large. I'm going to keep it small, and then we're going to go to buttons. Right now it says shop all. This could also say shop tumblers. And then you would have it to a link. I'm going to put it on my bottles and tumblers collection. So when someone clicks that button, it's literally going to take them directly to the bottles and tumblers collection with all the products that are bottles and tumblers. Okay, so that is our image banner, and we have created a clickable link. It's cool when you're editing your website, you can click on the buttons and everything like it, you know, if you were a customer, so you can see how everything is going to work. So when I press that button that we just edited on our image banner, it takes us directly to our bottles and tumblers collection. If we go back here to the drop down, we can go home. You can also go home by selecting your icon logo. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit and go to featured products. Right now, the only product we have on our website is our tumbler. And this block right here is called a featured collection. We can change the heading. So what this is going to say, we can change that. So it's going to say bottles and tumblers. I can either have it be small, medium, or large. I'm going to keep it small, and then we can even have a description underneath. I don't want to, so I'm just going to delete that text. I can also show a description directly from okay, and then this right now has all of my collections popping up, but because I only have one collection, that's the only one that's going to pop up. You can make edits to the color as well if you wanted to change it. Then it's going to look different for this singular block. I want it to still be the same colors and just have that image banner really pop out. So I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm happy with how that looks. I have my one product on there. It shows what it is. For this featured collection, whatever you title your header, I would have similar products. So like if I just sold bottles and tumblers, my collections would literally only be bottles and tumblers. So like let's say this one is 4th of July theme, the next one could be Christmas, and the next one could be like 50th birthdays, like those are your categories, themes, not products. After and under our featured collection block, we can either add a section, which will give us the option to add a bunch of different other kinds of blocks. Sometimes I like to add in some rich text and do like a mini about us blurb. And then the button would redirect to the about us or learn more or contact page. You could also add in a collage to showcase some of your favorite or best-selling products. Or you can also, I've done this recently for a client, you add in your values in a multi-column kind of style. So you would have mission, values, goals, and then a clickable button that would direct them to a contact or an about us page. You can also add blog posts, and you would have to integrate your Shopify website with a blog website. Like I use Bluehost, for example. So my blog posts that I have on my Bluehost website pop up on my Shopify website because I have these blocks that I have integrated into my Shopify website. That's where you can add another section. And right now, here is our footer. So right now it says subscribe to our emails, and that's where you can put your email in. If you want to adjust your email settings, you can do so through Learn More email sign up right here. Okay, and once you do that email sign up, or integrate your own email list, that's where you would adjust that block and the footer. Now, if you wanted to add in different blocks to your home page, you would simply just go over here, and depending on where you wanted to add your block, you would just select add block or add section, or if you are directly on your screen right here, you can just press this little plus button and it will pop up, prompt you to add a section, and then you can select any of these sections. If you have apps installed, this is where you could also input those apps. I don't, so it shows up as none. Bruh. But you can put videos, blog posts, collages, literally anything you would want. So that is the collage. You can change this to say something else. It can be any size that you would like as well, and then you can either change it to where just the imaging and the sizing and the layout is a little bit different. And then for mobile, you're going to want to, check the difference of what that looks like, just because it's going to appear a little bit different. So that's the collage option. So you have a large image on the top and then two smaller ones on the bottom, or you could do it as a column and they're basically stacked on top of each other. So that is completely up to you. Hey, that's really loud. I'm recording a video, so can you turn it down or get out? Thank you. And again, you can edit the color scheme if you would like for this specific block. When it says padding, that literally means like how big of a section is going to be like on the top of this block. So if I was to do it really like a low padding, it's basically like there's no space on the top, where if it was really big, there would be a lot of space. So again, that's totally up to you. You can have it small, medium. I like to have it be a little bit of space in between, just so stuff isn't like stacked on top of each other. But I also want to kind of draw my customers' eyes down the page. So leave a little bit of space, but enough to where like if they stop scrolling, they'd be able to see like, okay, there's still some more to see. I can keep scrolling. There's more to view. I'm going to go back to the desktop view. So here's that. And again, you would be able to change this image by clicking on it and then selecting an image to change it to. This is an example product. So once you click on this, it's going to prompt you to select a product. So I will select this one. And then this one is going to prompt you to select a collection, and then you would select your collection. Now, to create a collection, you can select this button, and it's going to take you to your Shopify's main like account page. So this is how you're going to create a collection. So in order to create a collection, when you are on your Shopify homepage, you're going to go to products. And then when you select that, the pop down for collections will pop up, and you select that. And then you'll be taken to your collections page. I already have one collection created. To create another collection, you would select create collection. You would give your collection a title. So let's select this as clearance. And then you would give your collection a description. Okay, and all of this, I would suggest definitely checking SEO and trending keywords and using both in your title as well as your description. Over here to publishing, those are the 3 sales channels that your collections will show up on. I always have it set to a manual collection type. So here we can see on our search engine listing, that's what it's going to pop up as. So it's going to be our store name / collections / clearance. So this is our website, collections, and then the collection name is clearance, and then our description. If you want to add a image to your collection, so when you add your image to your Shopify homepage and you can see your collection image, that's where you would add your collection image. So I'm going to just do one that I have added before. So it's bottles and tumblers. So when we select clearance,
I want to watch clearance.
On here,
I want to watch clearance.
Okay, So we saved our collection. So now when we go to back to edit our Shopify website and how it actually looks, we can, oh poop. I don't want to exit. I just want to go back. Fuck. I'll just select home. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if we were to select our collection, now since we have two, we can either select clearance or bottles and tumblers. Now, the more collections you have, the more options you will have to where you can essentially add this block multiple times on your home page. I would just stick to either new items or seasonal items or like best sellers. Something that when your customer sees, they're going to be more inclined to purchase or look at that product and check it out more. So that's how you add additional blocks to your home page. But if you want to add additional like pages to your website besides home, catalog, or contact, or edit these specific pages, you're going to do that again in your Shopify homepage. So you're going to go to where it says online store, and then you're going to go down to navigation. And this is going to give you where all of your menus are. So your menu items like your home, catalog, and contact. This is where you can edit, add, change them, etc. So I can edit or delete them. I can also add a new menu item. So I'm going to edit where it says catalog, and I'm going to just name that shop and then apply changes. So now when I go to my store, that's going to, oh, I don't think it's going to save. Hold on, it has to refresh. So now when I go to it, is that still not going to? Oh. Okay, so when you have edited your menu items, you're going to save menu, and then it will update in your website if we can get it to update. There we go. So now it says shop instead of catalog. You just need to make sure to save your menu with any changes that you make before you see them update on your website that you're editing. I personally prefer to kind of go through all of this stuff beforehand. So when it comes to customizing my website, I'm not going back and forth. But when you are just starting and getting set up, you might not know to do all of these extra things and other steps before you are literally like setting up how you want your website to look and appear to your audience. So adding those collections and adding in your menu pages is something that you should do before you start editing the appearance of your website. It'll just save a little bit of time, and again, you won't be doing as much back and forth. If I wanted to add a menu item to my navigation to where, you know, right now I have it set on a drop down. So I have home, shop, and contact. Those are my website pages. So right here, I have a contact page. And if I wanted to add a page, I would go to add page. And this is going to be about us. You would give your page a SEO description as well as title. And I'm just going to have this set as a default page for now and then save it. And then I'm going to go back here and then head to navigation and then click on main menu, and then I'm going to add my menu item, which is going to be about us. and then I'm going to search for it, and it's going to be under the pages that I just created, and it's going to be right here, About Us. You add it, and then you save. So before you add a new menu item, especially if it's going to be an additional page, you have to create the page first before you create a menu item for that page. And then when you go to your website in Shopify as you are editing your online store, as long as you have saved everything, or not apparently. Okay, so you have to create the page first, and then you can add a menu item specifically for that page. So then when you go to your online shop, it will be here, and then you can start editing how that looks. So right now, this is the announcement bar, the header. We can add a section in between the header and the page. Right now, I'm going to edit this page. I don't like how this looks. I guess it won't let me edit it. Okay, anyways, that's where your description and title would be. Then you can add a section under here. Literally, I'm just gonna, this is an About Us. You want to share information, talk about your brand, and then you can have a button label that directs your clients or audience to either view your new collection or contact you or lead them to another page or your blog or whatever. I also like to add images to an About Us page. I try to, when creating a page for any website, have at least 300 words on the page and then at least like 3 to 5 images on the page. It is just good SEO practice. So that's how you add menu items. That's how you add pages to your store. We went through how to add blocks and how to customize those blocks, as well as how to add buttons and images. So that's really it as far as customizing your website goes. You can get really technical with it. You can add in other like elements and other sections and stuff. You can also add apps into the sections of your website pages. But like I said, I would definitely, design what your website is going to look like on desktop, and then make sure to head over to mobile to make sure all of the editing and layout designing that you did translates well to a mobile view as well, because I would say majority of your customers are going to be coming from mobile, especially if you use social media to promote your shop and your products. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, leave a comment down below and I can answer in a video, or I can send you a message.